as fast as you can to flee. And no reason to drag this out further. Yeah, farther than it already has to be. The silent one.
Gotta resort to beer after the nasty ass shots from last week, man.
Oh my god.
Oh my man. Ugh.
That show was way too hot.
Too intense.
It was insane.
Too intense. We had to kick it down a notch. The FCC was going crazy. There were women beating down my door, trying to get to my chest hair. Even some guys.
Let's just cool down this year.
Kick it down. Kick it down. All right, so we're back, Gary.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here, homie.
Here. All right, let's go ahead and jump into these results from last week. Beating down the bang. He changed his name. Formerly victorious. Beats down the bang.
Nice. What a way to do it, man. Change your name.
He called his shot. He called it out. He got the win. Below me defeated the replacements. Comebacks got their first win.
I applaud that. After that stint last week.
Yeah, he wins.
Good job.
He wins. Green Bowl Packers defeat Suck My Peterson. Multiple Gorgasms wins. He beats Churchbound. One Man Wolfpack and has now won 2 in a row, beating Bills 12. King of the Castle has defeated Rumpelstiltskins.
And whoa! Big down of the week! What happened here?
Yeah, Gary, you got your first win.
Exactly, and that's the way I should win, is beating you down.
Yeah, so $10 in your pocket.
Beating down.
Congratulations.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's bad.
Alright, so that's what happened last week. Let's go ahead and jump into our standings. Multiple Gorgasm just sitting alone at the top, 6-0.
Still there by himself, man.
6-0. 2 5-1 teams, couple 4-2s, some 3-3s, and then there's the rest of the shit.
Oh, thank you.
Every team has won a game so far this year, but I mean, 4 1-5s.
4 1-5s. So that means it's anybody's ball game from the top down. I mean, from 10th place up, y'all are cruising.
There's a lot of good matchups coming this week though. They're gonna shake things up.
Oh, it could, definitely.
It could.
Let's get into that.
All right, we got our questions we need to get into first. Our first question, actually, it's a trade. We've never done a trade question before. It's from Danny. He has Ahmad Bradshaw and Andre Johnson, and he wants to know if it's a good trade for Matt Forte and Antonio Brown. What do you think?
That's not a bad trade.
I agree. I think it's a good trade. I would take this trade.
Yes, because Bradshaw, I feel like he's favoring his foot right now.
Yeah, you don't know when he's going to get injured. I mean, granted, Forte did have an injury, but he's back. He's back to 100% now.
Exactly.
And Antonio Brown gets a lot more targets than Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson, I haven't seen. Who is he, dude? Have you even seen him?
He's been there.
He's been there?
He wasn't injured like all last year, but he's there. I think this is a good trade.
I accept that trade too. I would go for that big time.
All right, so next up, Scott wants to know, should we start Jay Cutler playing Detroit this week or Sean Fitzpatrick playing Tennessee?
Wow.
I'm going Tennessee. Tennessee's pass defense is 30th.
I would say the same because Fitzpatrick, he throws a lot of interceptions.
Yes.
Like his ratio TD interceptions, it's basically in the middle. But I mean, Jay Cutler in Detroit did okay last week against Philly. They took a few picks, a few fumbles from Vic, so...
You would know you were there.
I was there, in Philly, and was not happy whatsoever. What a bum of a game. But anyway, to this, I would give Fitzpatrick a chance. He's been a solid guy within the past year or two, so I would definitely go.
Yeah, let's go. Now, last question this week. We got it from Twitter from Average Jake. Sit or start Cam Newton or Andy Dalton?
Well, Dalton, he's playing Pittsburgh.
I disagree. Well, alright, so you can go boom or bust on this one, or you can go safe. If you want to play it safe, go Andy Dalton. He's playing Pittsburgh defense, like you said. I think Palomalo's out again.
Yeah, and they're at home, too, of course.
Yeah. But Cam's playing Dallas. But, I mean, you say that Dallas' pass defense has definitely jumped up from last year. But it's Cam Newton. Like, he is kind of going through a sophomore slump, but he can just bust out for a run.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like... obviously people are going to start Cam. I feel like Cam's...
I feel like he would be my number one, too. Dallas has kind of fallen apart the past few weeks.
Yeah.
Actually, this season.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh, I feel like their defense is pulling up a little bit, even though they lost Palomalo. So, yeah, I would actually go Cam, too, as well. Okay. I feel like this is his time to shine.
All right.
This week.
That's our questions for this week. We want a lot more. You guys, please hit us up on Twitter at BeAmerica1.
Please.
Yes, and also send us emails, beamerica1@gmail.com. Alright, so we have rolled through that. Let's go ahead and jump into our matchup. I have the privilege of having the first one because I gave it to myself.
No, thank you.
We have Rumpelstiltskins versus Not the Bang, two 4-0 teams. I'm going to wrap this up quick. Not the Bang's going to lose.
Oh, I like to hear that.
He's hurting. The Falcons are on a bye, and I think that's hurting a lot of people.
Yeah.
He's missing Roddy White and Michael Turner. And his replacements for that, Kendall Hunter.
Ooh.
Come on, man.
Ooh.
So, I don't like that. He is starting Romo playing Carolina. That's a good start for you guys out. And he does have Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson is a good wide receiver in and out every week. Rumpelstiltskins, he's got Eli. I think he's going to blow up against the Redskins. Marshawn Lynch is playing San Francisco right now. San Francisco does have a tough defense, but he does average a touchdown against them somehow.
Very true.
So Marshawn Lynch, I'm going to like him. And he also has Darren McFadden going against Jacksonville. So Rumpelstiltskins winning.
Yeah, well, the way you just put it there, Rumpelstiltskins look solid, not too bang, not too hot with all these buys going on. So
the buys aren't affecting him, so.
Exactly.
Alright, so Rumpelstiltskin's going to go 5-2. What we got next?
We got the comebacks versus the replacements. Comebacks finally won their first game last week. He put up solid numbers.
He did good. He did good.
And the replacements lost last week, his second loss of the season. But right now, when I'm going to look at the comebacks, I want to see how Ben Roethlisberger, Wes Welker, and Chris Johnson are going to play. That's his top dogs. If they can have a good week right here, I feel like they'll be solid. Welker been getting touches. Is Brady's #1 guy now again. And Ben Roth, he's been seeing solid numbers lately. I feel like against Cincinnati, although it's in Cincinnati, he could have a good solid game. And Chris Johnson, it's against Buffalo. Buffalo's been very easy target defensively to face. And except for last week, I feel like Chris Johnson could put up the same numbers he did last week.
Think so?
I think so.
So the thing with Welker, I do like Welker. Reeves is out, but Cromartie's still in there, and Cromartie's still a good corner. But it's who is Rex Ryan going to assign him to? He's got to worry about Lloyd. He's got to worry about Welker. He's got to worry about Gronk. Hernandez is back.
Exactly.
So,
there's too many weapons on that New England.
But one of them's going to get semi-shut down by Cromartie. If it is Welker, it's going to hurt him.
Exactly. But replacements, he doesn't have Peyton Manning in for that bye, so he's going with Andrew Luck against Cleveland. I like it. Yeah. That's a good matchup right there. It's in Indy, he'll be fine. Percy Harvin's going against Arizona, which I still feel he can put up solid numbers.
He leads NFL in catching.
As long as him and Christian Ponder can find out a good connection right there, they'll be all right. And but what I'm not liking right now is his running backs, William Powell.
No.
And Adrian Peterson. It's against Arizona. If Arizona's defense is as solid,
he's got competing running backs.
Exactly.
Both going against tough defenses. So.
Exactly. But he's also got Darren Sproles, which I also like as well. Sproles against Tampa Bay. That should be legit. Yeah. But all in all, I want to give the comebacks the win.
It's really hard.
Doesn't have as much quality athletes as the replacements. So I'm going to go replacements.
Alright, I'm going to agree with you on that one. Our next matchup is you.
Ooh.
Can you make it 2 in a row?
2 beatdowns in a row?
I
think so.
I can't give it to you, bro.
Alright.
He's given too much at you. Drew Brees, Brandon Marshall, Alfred Morris, Fred Jackson, Kenny Britt. That's just too much for you to handle, I think. Sean Green blew up for you last week. He led you to victory. It's going to be hard. Obviously, he's not going to have 3 touchdowns and 160 yards every game, guys. Yeah. But can he average it out? That would be good for him. Of course, you got Aaron. You got Lance Moore back from injury. Nix is playing. Greg Jennings on the bench is obviously killing you. And you're starting Rob Hausler at tight end.
Well, that's just something to put in the phase, and still Saturday, I'm going to pick up somebody new.
Oh, okay. So there's a change coming, guys. He's giving that out to you. So as of right now, whatever your change is going, I'm still going to give it the one-man Wolfpack.
Alright. I like it.
Alright, so speaking of the one-man Wolfpack, the Philosopher made an appearance in this week's episode.
He did. The second time this season.
Yeah. He's getting good at it.
Thanks, Commish, and welcome to the Philosopher's Chair. This week, I've been given the honor of evaluating the most diabolical matchup east of the Mississippi. It's beating down the Bang versus below me. First is RG3 versus the New York Giants. He's got the highest quarterback rating in the league, and he's going to keep it up. Secondly is Forte versus Detroit. Detroit's run blocking is awful. Forte's going to have a great day. Then it's Miles Austin versus Carolina. I don't know what happened to Carolina, but they disappeared. Austin has a big day. Next is on to below me. He's got Aaron Rodgers versus St. Louis. Not the best matchup in the world because St. Louis has got a good defense, but it is Aaron Rodgers, and he's a stud. Second is Doug Martin. Watch for this guy to run over New Orleans defense all day long. They suck. Then, he's got Darius Hayward-Bay. It's a long shot, but hey, when half your team's on bye, you got to have somebody to go to. So, while I'd love to say that below me would be flying high this week, you're going to do what your cousin Felix did last week and plummet back down to earth. Win goes to beating down the bank.